7 FM.
Say it loud.
0.7 FM Showbiz A to Z, and it's time to say it loud right here on this channel. As we always do, making sure that we talk about things that are critical to the industry. I mean, the creative industry, the tourism industry, and the culture industry. Musica keeps giving me heart attacks, and I think about it and I get worried. Yes, Musica keeps giving me heart attacks always. This is something that we've talked about before right here on the show. The last time we met, we spoke about how unattractive Musica has become. It's been a very, very, very serious issue. When we mention Musica, what comes to mind is going to court, going to court, going to court, And I've always said that it appears Musica now is about the leaders going to programs and delivering speeches and presenting awards. Nothing, virtually nothing is happening in Musica. Just a few months ago, we had a press release from Musica, and they said they were going to have the elections finally. After postponing the elections for 4 times, for the 5th time, we thought we were going to have the elections. And so they gave us the date, 8th August. Now, a day to the D-Day. Then we heard stories and news items on social media, a writ of summons from 2 of their members, Frederick Van Dyke and Do Kwabla Seiram Nyamedi, seeking a court injunction to stop the elections from being held. That was a day before the day they actually scheduled for the elections. This is what is happening in Musica. Yes, Musica is always going to court. And as I said the last time, going to court is not an issue. Yes, it's a way of cleansing the system. It's a way of, registering your displeasure about whatever is happening in the association, in the union. You have the right to do that. But don't you think it's becoming too much? We're having protracted court issues by Musica every now and then, when we should be having leaders, with agenda, leaders with plan, with strategies to push the union forward. I think it's becoming too much, if you like. It's becoming unbecoming. It's becoming a problem when almost always we need to resort to courts to address every issue in Musica. Is it that the internal systems, the internal conflict resolution, machinery is not working? That is why almost always they are running to court. Now, when I saw the writ of summons, I asked myself several questions. For example, I am not a lawyer and I'm not saying whatever is in the writ of summons is wrong. I'm just asking questions. I'm just being curious. I'm wondering why Obuo Bias Osei Kufuor, after leaving office in 2019, is still being referred to as president of the union. After how many years? Since 2019. And the writ mentions him as president. What is happening? Did he not hand over? Did he not render accounts? As they are saying, because they are taking the elections to court, or they are asking court to stop the election from being held, because according to them, Musica has not rendered accounts for the past how many years? But they cited the Constitution as the basis for going to court. The reason they are saying accounts have not been rendered, and so they can't have the elections. But I've gone through the Constitution, I've trudged through the Constitution, and I'm struggling to find where it is expressly stated that in the absence of accounts being rendered, the union cannot go for elections. These are questions I'm asking people at Musica, and I don't know for how long you guys will be going back and forth, just going back and forth when it comes to your matters. A few years ago, aside all the criticism, aside all the backlash, that Obuo received, Musica was a bit attractive. Obuo put it at the level that I thought subsequent leaders would take it from. But here we are, the Musica that was quite vibrant a few years ago is almost dead. They are always going to court. I'm just praying that this court's litigation actually yields some results for Musica. I'm just hoping that this back and forth, in court really positions Musica on a different pedestal. At a point in time where maybe when they finally regain their footing, they will be reformed and transformed and will be a very beautiful, attractive union for everybody. Because elsewhere in the world, unions are being used to do greater things for musicians. But right here in Ghana, it's always about court issues. Always about somebody saying, I've resigned, I can't deal with Musica again. Always allegations of, accounts being misappropriated, somebody chopping up money and all that. Is that how we are growing the music industry? Is that how we are growing the music union? And the sad thing is, almost all the unions we have in this industry, in this creative industry, are in court. GAMO is in court. Actors Guild is in court. Musica is in court. Nothing wrong with going to court, but I know you guys have some internal, conflict resolution machineries that you can be using to solve your problems. Why aren't you doing that? Now we hear on 21st August, Musica is going to court, with regards to this whole injunction that was placed on the elections. But if you have not rendered accounts, then your members should be worried. Musica, if you know you are not doing certain things right, it's about time you do the right things to prevent people from taking you to court almost every day. Are we not tired always coming here to talk about Musica not doing this or that? Are we not tired? Can't we come here someday and talk about some new projects and initiatives being put out by Musica? Something more beautiful and progressive? I think we are tired of all these, issues with Musica back and forth, always going to court. Here I am, just thinking about Musica giving its members some good deals. Somebody has issue with, let's say, a legal issue that needs an attorney to help them. Musica could offer services, free services for its members in that regard. Somebody has some business issues, with contracts. Musica is supposed to be able to do that, offer them free consultation on that. What happened to Amway Fund? What happened to the Musica Grand Ball? What happened to Ghana Music Honors? What happened to the Midland loans. The industry is, keeps becoming more like a problem for everybody, because it appears the people who need to make things work are not realizing the powers they have. They are downplaying their powers, or they are just being, I don't know. So come Monday, 21st August, we are hoping that Musica goes to court. Whatever comes out, we get to know. But all these issues, in courts, I know if they are meant to cleanse Musica, as I said earlier on, I wish them well. But they should know the union is sinking. And the more they keep tearing the union apart, the more people keep losing interest in the Musicians Union of Ghana. Whoever has ears, let them hear.